Good afternoon from a beautiful, sunny, happy Thai farm. Should we go for a walk? It's been 1 year now since we've been living in this house and living with a completely off-grid system. My God, I need to cut this grass. I really do. That bamboo bridge is something I built a year or so ago. Hey, what's under there? Is there a bird's nest in here yet? No, I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Come on, let's go this way. Maybe before we talk about the off-grid, let's talk about this bamboo bridge, because it is a classic. Oh, it's starting to... Oh no, I'm not walking across that. That's a suicide mission, if ever there was one. Yeah, we'll leave that. God, I need to get the strimmer up here, don't I? Nobody has walked up here for 3 or 4 months at least. So there's a high probability that there is a snake kicking about in there. And as you can see, my footwear, it's not the most sensible, so I'm gonna put that off. I'll go this way instead, because this way is well trodden by myself at least. It's got a picture of a snake on it. I don't know if that's a good or a bad omen. I'll keep my eyes peeled anyway. Enjoying my shelter as well? Hey? You enjoying my shelter? It's good, isn't it? Hey? It's good. Yes, it is. It's good. Hey? I know, I'm very clever. I know I'm clever. I know. You don't have to thank me. I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. Oh, we need to get Elon Musk on the job with this, because the downside to going off grid and relying on purely solar energy for our energy consumption is the cost of the batteries. To install an on-grid system is relatively cheap, but you need to be on the grid to do that, and we're not. We are 100% off-grid. The closest electricity pylon for us is about 3 or 4 kilometers down the road. And obviously to run pylons all the way up to our farm and connect the electricity with electricity supplier in Thailand would cost an absolute fortune. A hell of a lot more than what it cost to install a completely off-grid system on the property. Hey, where have you been? Playing in the grass. Hey, hunting lizards. And you. Hey, come and see who's there. Say hello. Come say hello. Come on, Money. Put it away. Come on, Money. Good girl. Good girl. Come on, let's all go downstairs. Come on then. Come on then. Come on then. Come downstairs. Come on in. I hope what's happened here doesn't kill the family of banana trees. It doesn't look like it has. This, which I guess some would say is a weed, but for me, I'm not cutting it down because I absolutely love it. And the fact that it's kind of enveloping this family of bananas, I think is stunning. I love it. I just hope it doesn't kill it. So our system is an 8 kilowatt system, certainly big enough for what we need, and we've proved that over the 12 months that we've lived here. Wouldn't it be big enough if you're the kind of people who need to be using air conditioning constantly? I know it looks like something out of Star Trek, but you kind of get used to it. You kind of get used to it. And look, the kitchen's a big space, as you can see, so it's not like it takes up the entirety of the kitchen. It's a very, very big room we've got down here. This is the inverter. Now, as you can see, it's already taking on energy, and it's only early in the morning. It's only 6:30 a.m. Obviously, we've got 2 batteries. It's first thing in the morning, so they're both on about 59%, 58%, which is fine. They'll be up to 100% by about 11 o'clock in the morning. Now we have a system, fail-safe, so we have this set. If either of these batteries' power gets down to 20%, this generator automatically kicks in and powers the house. Now we have it set to 20% when that kicks in, simply to preserve the life of the batteries. We could have that setting at, let's say, 5%. So it would kind of be a little bit more peace of mind during the periods where the weather is very, very bad and there's not much sun in the sky and it's just peeing down all day. The generator's never kicked in. So 20% setting for us is ideal. There are a couple of times when we have to limit ourselves, and it's really only ever the air conditioning that we have to be careful with. So let's go upstairs and I'll tell you exactly what I mean. If you feel like you've gotten anything from this video, whether it be a bit of information that was helpful or useful, or it's just purely entertainment for you, consider giving me a thumbs up and even subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. October day in Thailand. It's nice and bright. It's about 30 degrees. But for me personally, there's no need for aircon right now, so I haven't got it on. We've got a ceiling fan on, which is just nice and quiet, and obviously I've got the front patio doors open, and that's it. That's not to say I won't want it on later on at about 3 o'clock when it gets a bit hotter. We can only have one aircon system on at any point, at any one time. Now that's not really an issue, but in a month's time my parents are visiting from the UK, the first time ever in Asia. So they will be staying in the guest room. It obviously has an aircon unit in here. But if we were to put on, let's say, this aircon unit at the same time, very, very quickly, our batteries would be draining. It wouldn't be so much of an issue in the middle of the day, like now, when the sun is high in the sky and we're taking on loads of energy from the sun. It wouldn't really be a problem, although the batteries would stop charging at that point. But if we put the aircon units on at dusk or in the middle of the night, both at the same time, we're going to fast run out of juice, you know, and the generator's going to kick in. Hold on. Come on then. Ready? So the upshot is, as much as this system is ideal for myself and Anna, it's certainly not ideal for, let's say, a family of 4. Now, we're hoping the batteries will last us 10 years. I'd like to think 10 years is realistic, but who knows, you know? Who knows? Maybe after 7 years they'll be gone. I hope not. I hope not. And the total cost for that system, including everything, the solar panels, the battery, the inverter, was 450,000 baht. I'll put a conversion on the screen for you. And something you have to bear in mind with that is, as much as that is £10,000 or thereabouts, we won't have an electric bill, you know, for the duration. Hopefully 10 years, maybe even more. I mean, some people's batteries last 15 years. It depends how well you look after them. In a world where technology seemingly advances at breakneck speed, battery development doesn't seem to be keeping up with that. Yeah, look, if you want to do this to save money, I would not recommend it. But of course, not everything is about money, and for me personally, being off-grid has its merits. The fact that we're not on the grid pleases me. It wouldn't please everybody, but for me and my mindset, it gives me an enormous sense of well-being in a world that feels chaotic and unhinged and kind of on the brink of something not particularly good. But let's not get into that.